Oh man, so yeah, okay, so it's going to be a bit of a different episode then. Hello, boom, boom, boom. Welcome one and all to episode 3. Episode 3 of the new Terra Firma Craft series here. And we're digging a hole, and I've got some exciting stuff. We're basically just picking up exactly where we left off after the last episode. And that is, I thought I'd save this to do this. The satisfaction of making all these new copper tools. The saw is a big one. The saw is a very big one. Scythe, also kind of nice. And to get this thing going, the scythe and the axe between them aren't so important. We can make do without metal, but it just greatly speeds up the process of making charcoal, which is on the way. So those two are a lovely pair. A pro pick, standard, and a chisel to make things look pretty. And also, I can't remember, there's something you need the chisel for nowadays, isn't there? Oh yeah, right, we need that so we can get the smooth stone to make the quern, and however you pronounce it. Oh yeah, look, my trees are popping up back here. That's really nice too. But we're going to build a house. Now that we've got the saw, we can chop down trees and cut up planks and make chests and crafting tables and you name it. But like I say, we're going for the same design as the house we made in that hardcore series. So this will be our cellar down here. And we've got the mud bricks. So yeah, it's time. We're going to just kick the episode off straight away with a good old-fashioned building montage, now that we can actually build things. So yeah, enjoy. All right. There we go. I hope you enjoyed the montage. Enjoyed. I hope you did. Now you'll notice quite a few more bits and bobs than the last shot from the montage, and that is because I have a confession to make. I somewhat messed up and I recorded the rest of the episode without any audio because I turned the microphone input off when I'm recording for a montage, and I forgot to turn it back on. So I've just recorded another 20 minutes or so worth of footage, which is probably like actually in raw terms like an hour. Probably spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours just now playing and recording and doing things, and there's no commentary on it. So I toyed with the idea of using that footage and recording commentary over the top. And I kind of looked at it and thought, can I do that? And I just thought, you know what, it's going to be easier just to record another segment now. So double check, are you reading me loud and clear? I think so, the audio's on. So since the end of the montage, I did make some tweaks to the house. So let's talk about those first. You see down here, like along here, I got rid of the normal planks and put these stripped pine logs in as a second layer. You got the bottom layer has the bricks, but that just felt a bit, just felt like it needed something. And they're also up there on the roof, on the roofy bits, like over here as well. So I think that's quite nice. It's subtle, but it adds a lot. Second point is I had these green trapdoors, the birch trapdoors, in the windows, but they weren't doing it. There was something about more of this color there that felt too, it made it all of it too samey. And now these, and the same goes for why this door is also maple. Putting these maple things here and some stairs on top, that just felt like that was the right solution for these windows, you know? So we did that as well. And then thirdly, let's go upstairs. We've got a nice tool rack there. And this, this shelf here and these three, I did some firing of things, part of the lost footage. We'll get to that. But I just have more, like, just have these up here. It's quite nice. Got empty vessels there I can use for things. Obviously we've got the cellar down here. And even though I think it's in the montage, we see both. I put the lighter cobble in here and then I took it out, and this darker one with some moss in gives a nice celery vibe down here, and that's where all our food is now. We've got storage back here, so all our sticks are in there. We've got crafted wooden things there and just wooden things there. Up here we have dirt. Up here we have other stuff that comes from the ground that isn't dirt. You've got your mud, your sand, your gravel, your clay, flint. Over here we have stone. And over here we have like a nature chest. And so maybe that, you know, like saplings or different things can get split out into these vessels as we start to overflow. Maybe clay could come out of there. So there's lots of room for storage. I think this is going to be most of our stuff. But up here also, there's plenty more room for storage. We have this little mezzanine level or whatever you'd call it. And I put some, this is kind of weird because you can go into the roof. But I put these fences here because before those fences there, you could actually just walk straight off the edge and fall out the house. So at least you can't do that anymore. If I don't hold the axe and I do this, we can put a torch up here. That'd be nice. But yeah, I kind of imagine up here is just going to be bulk storage. We could put some chests or things over there, but also in there and in there is room for, from down here, we could put 2 more double chests, one on either side up there, and the bed will go here and yada yada yada. So yeah, the house, I'm really loving it. I'm feeling good about it. And this is, like I've said multiple times, this is the house design we lost in our last hardcore run through of TFC. So we've reused the design, which I'm happy about. We have a barrel over here just to collect rainwater for convenience of filling our vessels and drinking. And you'll notice in our inventory, look, we have all these tools. So we fired up a load of pit kilns to make these 3 vessels, and we also used up the little 2 units of copper that we had left over from last time that was hardened in a vessel with the half poured copper ingot. So we finished that ingot, and we also made a new vessel of copper to make all these tools. We've got a spare axe, spare pickaxe when those 2 inevitably break, which is going to be soon. We now have we just have everything. We've got a shovel. We've done it all, yeah? So tools-wise, we're looking good. We don't actually have a metal hammer just yet. But you will notice we do have an anvil. This is a piece of, I want to say granite. The pink stone that we found over there by that rock pool last episode. We went and grabbed a piece of that. So we do have our anvil. We've got wood piles here. And then, as you know, we've got our sort of nature garden out the back. And I'm thinking next episode we'll build a smithing area down here and start working our way through getting a copper anvil and maybe even a bronze one done. This chest I've left out here for now because we don't have a smithing area yet. And in this chest we have all of our things. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I'll tell this story in a minute. But this is all the copper we have left, having made all these tools. So we've got more than enough to make our anvil and probably make a bronze anvil as well. But we'll probably need to go and get more copper when it comes to making bloomery blocks. Now, the reason these ingot molds was 1 and 5 is because there was a glitch. Something wasn't letting me stack them, but logging out and logging back in has clearly fixed that. So, anyway, interesting. But so this, and, you know, these ingots, this, and these, and this, and all this stuff is all very temporary. And I think next episode, somewhere there, we'll sort of level it off. We'll have a path, some steps. We'll have a blacksmith kind of building down there, and then, you know, leading to the farm. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Oh man, the diagonal sunrise is so cool. Okay, so that's kind of all the updates, everything we've done, and we've got all these tools and all the rest of it. So we're in like a really good spot, and I really do like the house. I like the way the house has turned out. And yeah, I guess let's do some of the things we just sort of mentioned then. Like, is this where? No. So this is the thing that's annoying. We can't see. Here, this is good. I guess I want like 4 of these. Would that be correct? Yeah. So 4 of these. And we can get those chests put down upstairs. We didn't have any already made, did we? No. Okay, good. But yeah, just another couple of double chests there just for some extra bulk storage. And like I say, if we get really desperate, we'll work out some way of doing something up here. Probably like a double chest going like outwards there and there and there and there. And there and there and there and there. And then we could even stick a couple of chests in there that you could probably like just look in through the crack. Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would be 10 chests altogether. I'm going to make them out of maple. Let's make 10 maple chests. And take this maple lumber. Do we have any more? I think it would be on the end here. If we do, we do. Okay, so we're going to need... That's annoying. That's just shy of being able to make us 2 chests. So that'll just be 1. In fact, we'll just leave the lumber then. So we'll just say... So what we actually need... Why don't we let's just convert them all. We can chop down the maple trees out the back anyway. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, I think we want to make 10 in total. Wow, so it was everything we had left. That's the 15 we started with. Okay, alright, whatever. But like having loads of like just backups, mass storage is a good idea, I think. Okay, so those are going to go like that. Yes, we need to be a little bit more clever with how we place these chests. I guess like that, and like that will work, and like that, like that. Yeah, that's cool. But we can't get around the other side to do the others. Okay, so let's reassess our scenario here. And let's do like that, and like that, and then like that, and then like that. That didn't join those, did it? No, good. And so now from here, we should be able to do that, and that, and they are doubles, yep. And that, and that, and they are doubles. And then it's kind of impossible to actually see the angle of the ones behind. So they're kind of wasted. I guess you could jump up and over, but we know they're back there. They're just useless chests, but we know they're there, so that's nice. yeah, so I mean, this is what I wanted to achieve this episode, and we've done it. It is going to be a slightly shorter episode, just because I'm having to kind of tell you about things after they were done, rather than actually showing me actually doing them. That said, maybe that makes it an incredibly engaging and exciting episode, because the progress has been so quick and speedy and enjoyable to watch. But what I'm thinking is, I do have a little bit of a plan for the coming days, which is that we'll probably do a bit of a live stream on this, in this world, on this series. And it won't contain any real progression, because I want to keep that in the episodes themselves. But what we will do in the live stream is just explore quite a lot, because we haven't found quite a lot of things that we need, like particularly for making bronze and stuff. So I'm thinking it would be wise to cover quite a bit of ground. But that's quite time consuming, and so if I'm going to do that, I won't get much footage for episodes from the time I put into doing that. So I'm just thinking a live stream makes sense. And then anybody who wants to come along for the ride or watch the whole exploration session can. But if you don't, that's fine, because you can just tune into the next episode and we'll fill you in then on what we found and where we went and all the rest of it. So I think that's probably a good plan, because before we start recording the next episode, we for sure do need to find some of these things. It'd be really good to find a stone type that's fluxible, and it'd be really good to find some cassiterite or something that we can definitely get some bronze made with. We do have bismuth. We know that we've got bismuth, and actually, before the episode ends, we could go and use our pro pick here and put it to the test. Oh, actually, I still want the scythe too. But yeah, so because we know we've got some bismuth nearby, there's a good option in sphalerite too. Okay, nice. We got that. That's all very good. I think we will replant, because it's always good to just have trees, you know, popping up behind us here. So we'll plant all of those. And let's head over to, I'm also eating cherries still, which will shortly expire. Nom 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 nom. But yeah, let's head over here. I'll show you where we did find the bismuth nuggets. It was over here, somewhere in this direction, somewhere over the rainbow. I think literally on top of this ridge here. I think this is it. It's hard because the mossy pieces of stone obviously do look rather bismuthy, but they ain't. But is this the spot? Have I remembered correctly? Yes. So we've got nuggets of bismuth on the floor around here, but the nuggets don't pay the bills. Found nothing. Very large bismuth. Very large bismuth. Very large. Very large. Very large. Very large. So it's probably just behind here. Let's see if we can't excavate it and just like reveal it, because that would be cool. There's all this sandstone that also needs. Is that bismuth? Because it doesn't look like bismuth to me. Now that's gypsum. Remind me what gypsum does. I guess we've got the whole control. Decorative mineral used to make alabaster. Okay. So that's kind of cool if we end up getting a load of gypsum from mining out this area too. Obviously the ProPick still thinks what we really are going to find here is bismuth. So let's just keep looking. Right, well this is quite hard to make sense of. There's just a huge dense chunk of this gypsum here, but no sign of any bismuth. I haven't done proper triangulation, so maybe we just need to do that with the there it is. No need for proper triangulation, just cause a cave in. Strats. But my inventory is rather full of all these various types of sand and things. Actually need to pick up the rest of the gypsum here. But there it is. So yes, we do definitely have bismuth here. And it says it's a very large sample, so I think we'll find a decent amount, and we can mine up the gypsum as well. So yeah, all good in the hood really, and I think we've got our work cut out for us for next episode. Let's just try and organise ourselves a bit here. But yeah, so we'll pick up here next episode, probably mine a load of gypsum and bismuth to kick things off. Hopefully we will have had a bit of an explore, and we'll have found some cool stuff. Some sphalerite or cassiterite, either or, would get us nicely into the Bronze Age. So yeah, thanks for watching. Apologies for the lost footage, but hopefully the episode was still entertaining and loads of progress. And I love the house. I'm really feeling it. And thanks for all your kind comments on the series so far. I'm glad it's being well received and people are enjoying me being back. I'm certainly enjoying being back too. So keep the comments coming, you lovely people. Be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. All right, peace.